Okay, let's just jump right in. We're in the middle of this massive, kind of crazy shift in how information gets made and shared, especially around something as important as an election. So today, we're going to unpack the tools you really need to navigate this new world, your own personal shields against AI-driven deception. I mean, this is the question that's kind of haunting all of us now, right? You see a video of a candidate and it seems just a little bit off, or you hear an audio clip that makes you pause. That split second of doubt, that's exactly what we're going to tackle head on in this explainer. And that doubt leads to an even bigger problem, something people are starting to call reality apathy. It's that feeling of being so overwhelmed by potential fakes that you just want to throw your hands up and disengage. The danger isn't just being fooled, it's the sheer exhaustion of having to be on guard all the time, which can make you just check out completely. So how in the world did we get here so fast? This isn't some far-off sci-fi movie plot anymore. It's a real threat that is developed at a truly breathtaking speed. Let's actually trace the journey from a cool tech trick to a full-blown political weapon. What's so wild about this slide is just how fast this whole thing has accelerated. Take a look at the timeline. In 2018, that famous Jordan Peele and Obama deepfake was a clever PSA, right? It was a warning shot, a hey, look what could happen moment. Well, flash forward just 6 years to early 2024, and guess what? It did happen. A fake audio robocall targeted voters in a real primary. We went from a theoretical idea to a tactical weapon in a flash. And you can see the world is now scrambling to catch up with major regulations like the EU AI Act trying to put some guardrails in place. So what's the engine driving all this? It's a technology called Generative Adversarial Networks, or GANs. But forget the fancy name. The easiest way to picture it is a duel between two AIs. One AI, the generator, is like an artist, constantly creating forgeries. The other AI, the discriminator, is like an art critic, trying to spot the fakes. They go back and forth, millions of times, each one learning from the other, until the forgeries get so good they're almost impossible for us to spot. Okay, I know that sounds pretty daunting, but the story doesn't end with the threat. Here's the good news. Just as the technology to create fakes has gotten better, so has the technology to defend against them. It's time to arm ourselves. And this is absolutely the most crucial point. This isn't about you having to become some cybersecurity genius overnight. Not at all. It's about having easy-to-use tools and a simple way of thinking that helps you make better decisions. This is all about empowerment, not expertise. So we're calling this whole category midterm guard tools. Think of them as a new type of software, a digital toolkit built for this exact moment, to act as your first line of defense, your personal shield in this chaotic information world. So what's actually in this toolkit? Well, it's not just one magic app that solves everything. It's more like a combination of different approaches that all work together. Let's walk through the 3 main types of shields you can have ready to go. This table breaks it all down nicely. Think of it as 3 layers of protection. First up, you've got audio forensics. These are the specialized tools designed to sniff out those AI-generated voice clones in things like robocalls. Next, there's visual provenance. This is all about verifying where images and videos really come from to see if they've been messed with. And finally, maybe the most important layer of all, the human in the loop. This isn't a piece of software. It's you, armed with a method to fact-check the story and the context behind what you're seeing. Let's start with audio. It's really the new battleground because it's so cheap to produce and it feels incredibly personal when you hear it. That New Hampshire robocall proved just how effective it can be. But companies are definitely fighting back. You have McAfee's Project Mockingbird, which is a tool designed specifically to detect AI audio. And then you have apps like Truecaller that are building in AI detection to warn you about spam or fake calls right as they come in. Now, let's talk visuals. To fight fake images, we need a reliable way to prove what's real. And the key technology making this happen is called C2PA, or content credentials. Honestly, the best way to think of it is like a secure digital nutrition label for your media. It's information that gets baked into a file the second it's created, showing who made it and if it's been edited along the way. And this isn't just a theory. This tech is already being rolled out. Companies like Adobe and Trupic are really leading the way here. Their tools can read those C2PA nutrition labels, which lets you verify the origin and history, the provenance, of a photo or video you find online. It's about creating a verifiable chain of custody, so we know where our digital content has been. But look, no technology is a silver bullet. The final, and frankly most critical shield is you. It's all about pairing these tools with your own judgment and having a structured way to think things through. This is what we call the human-in-the-loop approach.
And a fantastic, super simple framework for this is the SIFT method. Just 4 steps. First, stop. That immediate emotional reaction is what misinformation feeds on. Just pause. Second, investigate the source. Who's actually telling you this? Do they have a good track record? Third, find better coverage. See what other more established news outlets are saying about it. And finally, trace the claim, the photo, or the quote back to its original context. It's a simple habit, but it's incredibly powerful.
So, when we put all this together, what does it really mean for us? This isn't just about downloading an app. It's about a fundamental change in our civic duty in this new digital age. Of course, none of this is simple. As we build all these detection and verification systems, we have to deal with a huge trade-off, the one between security and privacy. How do we monitor for malicious actors and fake content without creating some kind of surveillance state? This is the central debate that's going to define our digital democracy for years to come. And that's why using these tools, practicing the SIFT method, and just staying aware is so much more than a technical task. It's a fundamental act of civic duty. It's how we protect the integrity of our public conversation and ultimately our vote. It's participation. So the bottom line is this. The technology to deceive us is here, but so is the technology to defend ourselves. The tools and the methods are out there. The future of a well-informed vote really does rest in our hands, on our screens, and in the choices we make. The only question left is, which shield are you going to choose?